The thing with StreamYard, though, I never know when it takes the thumbnail. You know, like when you go live from the actual YouTube, it'll tell you, smile for a thumbnail. And so sometimes I go back and before I make these private, I'll look at myself and I'm like, that's a terrible thumbnail.
There,
so
I just had to.
Okay.
The second one.
There was an echo.
Yeah, I get rid of it.
It bothers my ears.
No, and it does happen. It happened to me the first time I ever went live. I think when that time I went up with Russell, and I was like the echo in the room. Hey guys, if y'all are watching, come on in and say hi. But thank you guys for coming on with me.
No problem. How many hours are we from you? Because we're Atlantic, so it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, yeah, y'all must be far eastern. It's just turned 11 here.
Okay. So it's only 2 hours.
Where are y'all in relation to like, hey, Zen in Shop, welcome.
Hi, Incense. We're right next to Maine.
To Maine. And then in relation to like Russell and Alicia?
Well, we're way over here and they're up here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Quebec is attached. Quebec is in between Ontario and New Brunswick.
I see. And then, I see Julie. Hey, Julie, how are you?
Hey, Jules.
Yeah, we just popped on. We're just popping on to chat. See what everybody's up to. I haven't gone live in a while. It's just been hectic at my house, crazy. The husband is where he needs to be. He's finally out of quarantine. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Welcome.
And he's gone till after Christmas, you said?
He will be back the end of February.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's going to miss my daughter's 8th birthday is coming up next week, or actually 3 days after American Thanksgiving. And so he'll miss that. And then our son will be turning 14 in February. And then, of course, the holidays in between. He'll miss all that good stuff. Yeah. He lucked out. He's getting out of Valentine's Day this year, too. Very convenient. And then suddenly I have like all the leaves, 40 million leaves in my backyard that I'm going to have to rake. So it's been very convenient. Yeah. Not getting deployed in the summer. So, hey, Lone Star Beer Reviews.
You can.
Welcome. Oh, hey, Moose Gal, what's up?
Hey, Moose Gal.
Moose Gal.
Let's see. I'm going to put the link out here if anybody wants to come up. Hold on. I'm terrible at this stuff, so be patient. Hopefully I don't look too silly trying to cut and paste this. All right.
It's okay.
Put this out there. If
I can't remember anything.
Yeah, we're just hanging out and chatting. I'm very thankful Mary Butch came up with me. Julie, if you want to come up, come on up. And Lone Star Beer Reviews, tell me your name. I don't think I know your first name. And then Patrick, anybody that feels like chatting, come on up. I have to remember to watch down here when Julie,
see who's in the basement.
If anybody pops up. I'm actually drinking a mixed drink tonight. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. Ooh, I've moved on. I actually got burnt out on wine. I know. It's shocking. It only took 15 years.
I never liked wine.
Oh, I do.
I love wine. But, I don't like mixed drinks as much as wine. So I really fare better.
No, mixed drinks go right to my head.
So what is your drink?
I made, it's actually a mixture of just a bottle of apple cider and some nice whiskey and then a splash of ginger beer.
Oh.
Very nice.
Well, I think I'd like that.
Yeah, it's really good. I actually have it. The ginger beer and apple cider combination posted on my
Together?
blog as a mocktail, and it's been a
Yep.
pretty popular recipe. But I'm spiking my own mocktail tonight. I tried it with vodka, wasn't feeling it, but with the nice whiskey, it really works. Muscal, well, thank you for coming in.
I thought you've been here before for some reason.
I've seen her in over on Lone Star Beer Reviews, and then on Russell's Live, and probably some other places, maybe over at Leps too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've popped up here. It's just been crazy. Yeah, my husband's just getting out of what will effectively be 4 weeks of quarantine, because he had to quarantine at home before he left. And then when he got to where he was going, they had him at a distant base, and they had to quarantine for 2 weeks over there. And so he just got out. He sent me a text early in the morning and said, "Finally on the bus to the main base. I'm busting out of this joint." It's been.
And is it the same way coming back? He'll have to do that again?
He's going to have to quarantine up in Fort Worth, where his unit is actually based from, which is 4.5 hours from us.
Oh, wow.
So he can't come home. He'll be back in there, assuming, who knows how this will go. My goodness, it seems like talking about the end of February next year seems like we'll be in a different lifetime.
It does. Yep.
Thank you, Muscal.
Yes, Butch does speak once in a while.
Yes.
I just speak more.
Yeah, you used to not be able to shut him up.
But since I had my stroke, I don't talk as much as I used to.
No, seriously, we would just stop at a store. I'd go in to get something. He'd say, "I'll just stay in the car." Turn around, I come out, and he's got a crowd around him, and he's telling them stories about the fire department or something. I'm kind of like, wow.
I used to be a talker.
We have to go.
And like in the movie, I don't like talkers anymore.
So how's it been going up there, Mary? Are you guys all squared away? Everything is all with your paperwork and Butch's entry and all that?
No, I'm still waiting for the FBI to send his fingerprints and his background check back.
Really?
Yeah, when I read the fine print, if I had taken him across the border into a city that had a post office that does the scanning of the fingerprints and then they can be emailed there.
Uh-huh.
If I had done it that way, it might have taken 10 days. But because I mailed everything, it can take 8 to 12 weeks.
Wow. And then with everything going on right now.
Yeah, it's going to come back.
Constant turnover in the administration. So
yeah.
I just want to get it back and pay for it and mail it. And once they have it in their hands, at least there'll be an ID number with it. So if we have to go back to the border to get another extension, at least they'll know that it's there and they're working on it.
No, that'd be good. Butch, how do you like living in Canada?
I loved it the first time and I still love it.
That's awesome.
I like Rhode Island too. It doesn't really matter to me where I am. I like who I'm with.
Yes.
Sorry, you can't see me.
The shadow is talking.
Hey guys, I see some more people watching. Just say hello. Welcome to anybody that's watching. We're just chatting, hanging out on Saturday night, seeing who's still out there. And my neighbors are outside. My neighbors are across the little alley in my backyard, so it might be interesting. They've got a little bonfire going. It looks like they're cleaning, and they're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't live close enough to anybody so they would even know that.
No, right now we do. Next year, when we actually relocate, we will have goats. So
Goats? You
goats
said
and
goats.
yeah, a lot,
She likes goats.
You'll record that.
Oh, yeah, a lot of our neighbors out there they have goats, and the one of the neighbors, a property over from us, has 30 acres, and it kind of wraps around, and he actually has longhorns. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, you can hear it. It's totally different when you get out there. You stand in the middle out there, and if it's quiet, it's kind of in a bit of a valley, and so the houses, the few houses and things that are around, if they're talking, you can hear it, which we need to be aware of. And then you hear the mooing of the cows. You hear the sound from the goats. You hear all kinds of stuff. It's not like city sounds at all.
Well, we live in the country here too.
Yeah, that's nice.
My
Looking
parents
forward to it.
had 180 acres. So I grew up there.
That's awesome. I can't even imagine. I bet you were just able to go out and explore and.
Well, when you go for a hike, you're always on your own property. Cool.
Yeah, that's
probably didn't appreciate it as much as I could have.
Yeah, well, that was just life.
Yeah.
They didn't appreciate when I walked up one day when it was on.
No, it wasn't a visiting day.
It wasn't a visiting day.
No. It was a Tuesday. That's not a butch day. My mother was mad at you. Even though we had a handful of stolen wildflowers, which were for me.
It's the thought that counts.
It was.
I said, look, flowers.
It was a long walk.
Yeah, 14 miles. He walked and hitchhiked to get to my house.
Wow, that is a long walk.
Yeah.
I used to walk everywhere in Rhode Island.
It's a little more spread out here than there.
Yeah. I grew up in 12 square miles of town.
And so y'all met at school, right?
No one in. We met here because his dad was on a work visa. He was doing cancer research at the university. And he did the first part of the year he was in St. Andrews at the museum, SeaWorld kind of thing, doing different research. And then from December till summer was over, he was up here. And why they chose to rent a house on the peninsula is beyond me, because they could have rented something closer to the university, but
it was a nice farm.
Yeah, they had a farmhouse in Lake.
My brothers came up for Christmas and cut down a tree in the woods. And Christmas, and the windows blew in, blew over the tree, destroyed all my mother's old
ornaments.
Oh no. That's not good.
You don't put a tree in front of doors. It's not smart.
It was double doors, and it just knocked the tree right over.
It's crazy, right? You never know. We have so many things. I still have broken ornaments on my tree, but I don't get rid of them because I remember the very moment and everything that my daughter, when she was 2, snapped the arm off this or that, and I still hang them up and I tell that story every time I'm hanging the damn ornaments. So I'm like, do you remember when you did this when you were 2? You see that? she's missing the arm. You did this.
They'll need therapy later. That's what I did to mine.
Hey, Kent, welcome. We're just chatting. I'll put it. I think it's still out there, but I'll put the link again in case anybody's feeling frisky, wants to come up, chat with us. I just got my little one to bed. That's kind of what took me so long to email you, because she had gotten back up. I let my my oldest get on his video game. He's chatting with his friends and stuff right now. And she got up and, she's like, you let him get on the game? All offended. And I was just like, he's 13 3/4 and you're 7. You're going to bed. And she's all offended. And so I have to put out the fire and get her back to bed. So she actually lays down and I put on YouTube for her. She likes to watch the ASMR channel, that Gentle Whispering. Y'all watch her? We just love her to death. That Maria, she's awesome. But that explains why she's nearly got 2 million subscribers, but she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the weather like up there? It was cold here. It was chilly, and now it's hot again. I mean, like, I have my mosquito lantern burning because there are mosquitoes and flies and everything. It's all back. I'm wearing shorts.
No, they're all dead here.
Oh, really?
Normally,
So lucky.
November is cold without snow because our snow has been coming later and later. But we had 2 days this week in the 70s, and I don't know where the hell that came from.
That's wild, right?
I mean, I wore shorts, which she requested, to my physio so they could work on my knee. And I actually wasn't embarrassed to wear shorts because just a week before it was 26.
It's wild.
So
Russell had his live stream last night, and he was saying where he is. I asked him at some point in his stream, I said, what's the weather there? I'm just curious, because it fluctuates so much here. Like, it's chilly and, we get out our little long sleeve shirts and we wear a pair of jeans. And then like the very next day, it's humid. We're slapping flies. Oh my goodness, look who's coming on up here. Hello.
Hi, Marcel. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can't complain. Hi, Mary. Hi,
there
Bud.
you are.
There you are. Hello.
But
There was a fly right there. I don't know if y'all caught that.
I'm not just barking.
I don't know how to is this good or should I reconfigure it? This is the first time I've ever had 2 guests.
If you look on the bottom of your screen, you're going to see different format windows. Okay.
Oh.
There you go. And then you can adjust them from there. You can keep trying them to how you like them. So I'm not going to be in here for a long time, but I saw you were on. I wanted to stop in, say hi.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Wow,
Hello.
that's not a problem, my dear. Not a
Ooh,
problem.
I got somebody else hopping on up here. Oh, my goodness. Whoa.
I really just stopped in to say hi to Butch. To be honest.
You have to, hey. Do we have your first name now? Lone Star Beer Reviews is up here, too. I don't know your first name.
Chad.
Chad.
That's
Now I know.
Yep.
And I wanted to come up here and say hi to you because I know that you've been in my my chat the last couple of nights that I've had game night, and thank you very much for showing the love. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you.
Hey, no problem. And that's actually been really fun. And you invited me up to play, and I was really a lame duck, and I just wanted to stare at you guys. I didn't want to play.
Hey, and it's quite all right. So, I mean, some people, they do that on
that's
the
not
weeknight.
creepy at all.
Oh, when I pop on late at night, and I'm joining lives, I'm so spent, especially during the week, because I've been through a full regimen of 8th grade biology and algebra, trying to tutor my son, which is straight up misery for me. And yeah, I just want to stare. And now Jules is coming up. Oh my goodness, I love you guys.
Thank you to your husband.
Hey, if Jules is coming up, I gotta go. If Jules is coming up, I gotta go. She's got a restraining order against me.
I'm out of here.
Hey, Steven. Hey, Steven. How are you?
Being a brat there, Chad?
I am being a brat. How are you?
I'm fine. Tired, but okay.
I've been a brat
I'm
my
just
whole
showing
life.
love where love is shown to me. So.
How's it
So
been? How's it been to be back at work, Jules?
Exhausting.
How are
Yeah.
you
One
looking
day.
for a house on top of it too?
Yeah,
place-
it's not going so well, the house hunting. There's not a lot out there. People want to buy and sell.
Yeah.
They don't want to rent.
Are you wanting to stay in your area, or are you wanting to move from your
Yeah,
area?
my daughter has 2 years of school, well, a year and a half of school left
Yeah.
here. And then she graduates, so, and I've moved that kid across the country, let alone school to
She's
school.
wanting to actually stay in her permanent school.
With that,
She's wanting to stay in her permanent school until she graduates.
yeah, that's what she wants. She doesn't want to move again.
Well, she's
And
made
never moved her
friends.
across the country, right?
What grade is she in, Jules?
She's a junior.
Oh, okay. So she, yeah, still got a couple years.
Yeah, she-
Year and a half.
Yep. She's got a year and a half and she'll graduate. That's my baby leaving the nest. My
Oh,
youngest.
don't even start. I'll cry. I'm 2 drinks deep, and it could get ugly right now. But it's
You know, Out of my 4 kids,
son-
my second daughter is also a junior. Okay.
oh my
So
goodness.
we got
Junior in
We
high
got a
school
year-
or college.
after her, but then her little brother, my little guy, next year he'll be a freshman. So in 4 years, I'm going to be dancing a jig out here in the man cave because then
You're gonna
I
Hope
could-
it happens that way.
take one of those photo, like the empty nest photo shoots. Like,
it's
My
daddy
oldest-
time.
My
It's daddy
oldest is
time.
still here.
Daddy time. Aw. You'll
Yeah,
miss him
my
when you're
old-
gone, trust me.
My
Oh,
oldest
won't be going anywhere.
because my oldest moved back in 3 times. I'm looking forward to
That's what we're good for.
My,
Yeah,
my
well,
kid's
you know,
gone.
You're a stuffed
I
kid.
did that to my parents a few times. I was like, I'm gonna move out, I'm gonna move back in. I'm gonna move out, I move back in.
yep.
Chad, I'll tell you
I
what,
actually moved in. I moved in twice with my parents before I officially like launched.
my father, God rest his soul, open heart, open home. If you needed to come back home, Dad was always there for you. So yeah, I do. You know, I joke
Mhm.
about my oldest. Maybe not so much the younger ones, but I do about the oldest. But you know,
I think my
Dad-
daughter.
Dad's Dad is always here if they need him. And my youngest daughter, she got so upset last night because our younger son had 3 buddies spend the night, one of which I've never met. So I asked
Oh,
him his name.
Oh.
Okay. And she's like, my youngest daughter, she's heard the conversation, and I asked the young man, Blake was his name. I said, what's your dad's name? And they live 10 miles down the road. I'm not sure I know him. She goes, what, Dad, there's somebody in this town you don't know? And we're in a town of 12,000 people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Dad, there's somebody you don't know. And then little Blake showed me a picture of his dad, and I said, oh yeah, I know Kyle. She's like, damn it. Because my youngest daughter is so worried about dating because if I don't exactly know,
How old?
she's a junior in high school.
Same age, 16.
Hey, Chris, how have you been?
Oh,
You.
17. She just turned 17 a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
she is so worried about saying yes to a boy asking her out on her date because Dad's gonna, if I don't know the boy's parents, I know a relative of that boy.
Well,
So
one of the benefits
if,
of small town.
How
Chris,
small the county lives in?
I'm so scared. My son is in 8th grade, and if so, high school's coming next year, and he's still, you know, we've had a couple of girls kind of get in the mix here. They weren't the best girls. They
You can ban children from your house. for a while.
we had to deal with all that, but dating is terrifying.
Marcel, how many of them girls were named Jules? That's what I want to know.
Are you calling me trouble, Eddie?
Nobody
wow.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm so scared. It's just gonna
Come on up, Chris.
And then I've got my 7-year-old who will be 8 at the end of the month, and she already tries to act so old beyond her years. She's so bossy. I'm just like, what's
That's my youngest.
Yeah, my brother actually has an
ultimate Sagittarius?
Oof.
Marcel, you have one 7 going on 17 then.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm always getting yelled at by mine because I'm too loud. I'm like, there's something wrong with this picture. When the teenager's telling the mom, you're too loud. Be quiet. Trying to go to bed.
If it's too loud, you're too old.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had less than 7 to 12 kids in my house at one time every day.
That's
With your,
okay.
They all
your
wanted to
sons and
hang
all their
with me.
friends.
You were the cool mom. That's why, Mary.
Yeah.
Hey, that or you were a good cook or both, probably.
See,
Yeah, we
that's
Well, I was, yeah,
She is a
definitely.
good-
Both.
it's my deal
that,
in the
Kent?
summer.
But then I knew where they were.
Everybody hits up my youngest son and says, "Hey, when's your dad making ribs or brisket? We're going to come over." So
Yeah, exactly.
My daughter's
backyard,
hungry about Mexican food.
my backyard is like the city park during the summer.
Oh,
All the
yeah,
kids
they
want
know.
Just leave the
On the
gate open.
weekend,
They know kids cooking for a crowd.
Just leave the gate open. They'll follow the smell.
Well, my first wife couldn't cook to save her life. I did all the cooking.
Tell you, Bush, if she
She
couldn't
couldn't
cook.
cook to save her life.
What about Butch? What about your third one?
No, I only had 2.
Who was your second?
You are?
Oh, okay. Just checking.
With the way Mary paused, I thought I was getting a dirty look there for a second.
No. But occasionally I always expect a different answer.
I would show you my one, but he's
Always
asleep.
entertaining.
I don't want to wake him up.
You're what?
What's
Your baby?
Yeah, well, kind of, sort of like that.
Oh.
Fur baby.
He's
in-
hairy.
yeah, it's my fur baby.
Oh,
Oh, your fur
Big,
baby.
little,
is it
medium.
a puppy?
He's,
Kitty?
he's an alpha male pug.
Oh, okay. Oh, pugs are so cute.
Yeah, they are.
Let me see if I can bring him up. If I wake him up and he gets all grouchy, you'll know because his face is like. Hey, Daddy.
That's how they always look.
Yeah, we love pugs. They're so cute.
They are cute.
Well, it's like Frank on.
Oh,
Yeah.
my daughter would be flipping out right now.
Men in Black.
Don't be grouchy.
He's like, Daddy woke me up.
Men in Black.
Does he snore?
Oh yes. So
I've never met a pug that hasn't snored.
They can't help
Yeah,
it.
they all with their nose.
Yeah.
They snort.
Mm-hmm.
I've always told
Where do you
myself-
think the doctors did all the research on deviated septums? They looked at pugs.
Yep.
I mean, come
That's
There's
a gnarly
no-
surgery, by the way. It's not fun.
Our
I've always-
neighbor that lives around the block.
Just think about it.
Our neighbor that lives around the block. Every time we go out for a walk, my daughter, the little pug was a puppy, and they just kept it in the backyard. But every time we passed by, my daughter would go up to the fence, and most of the houses around here, they're older, so it's chain link fence.
Yep.
And my daughter would just let the little puppy lick her hands and all this stuff, and it's a thing now. Every time we make that block, we stop, and the dogs just lick all over my daughter, and she can get her hands through the chain link in the fence, and they're just all over her. She'll miss that when they're gone, but she calls them her puppy friends, her puppy pals.
Oh, of course.
And there are 2 little pugs in the
that's
backyard.
awesome. You know,
Absolutely.
there is nothing more genuine than the love of a dog or a pet.
Yes.
I
It's
mean,
true.
Well,
He
with the
had-
exception of
he had-
mine.
we had a little Jack Russell Terrier for 13 years.
That's what I have. I have a crazy, emotional Jack Russell Terrier.
You'll still, if you go back on my videos, you'll see Jack on there, and people will comment about it, and well, now we got Jack's replacement, who's even smaller.
Yeah, you have a
Because
little dog.
What kind of dog
As
is it, Kent?
as my son calls it,
Mhm.
and I can't get mad at him because that's how it's spelled. It's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua, yes.
So a Chihuahua and a what?
It's just a frickin'
Banana.
Chihuahua.
And a banana.
I don't know if you know Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. He's currently residing in Tecate, Mexico, but he's moving back to San Antonio. And
Right.
But did it not work, or he just?
So,
Okay,
they're
now
moving
my
back-
now my
they gave it-
neighbors are
they gave it
officially
a
yelling.
year.
So,
Yelling
They
at
gave
you?
it a year.
oh, I don't know what they're yelling at. But
The daughters aren't adapting to it well. They're not happy
Yeah.
there. They want to go back
Yeah.
to San Antonio. So Rick said,
hey,
we were
Laura,
going to
welcome,
get
welcome.
because
Hey,
that's
Laura.
where his in-law.
Okay.
And so they're going back to San Antonio. They're in the process of moving back. I talked to Rick today. I said, "How's it going?" He goes, "Still packing."
Oh,
This
I
will
believe
be
it.
Moving
trip
sucks.
number 2, and it's a 13-hour trip.
Oh, excuse me.
And he'll probably have to make one more after that. So
Ugh.
That sucks.
13 hours. God, that sucks. They must be deep down in Mexico.
no, they are actually Rick's. Well, the current house is less than a mile from the border.
But where are they going in the States?
They're
Tex-
going back to San Antonio
Texas.
area.
Okay,
from
and that's at the
Tecate,
top of Texas.
Mexico.
No, San Antonio's right, and I'm
At the middle.
Mary. I am 25 minutes from San Antonio.
Okay, but Texas takes days to drive through.
You're 25
Texas-
minutes north or
Yeah,
south?
Texas will easily, depending on where you're trying to go. If you started at the coast, like if you started at the coast and tried to go to El Paso, that'd probably be a good 10 to 12 hours driving, depending on where you start. You'd stop before you cross the border.
No, it takes 2 days to cross Texas. From east to west, it takes 2 days to cross Texas. Yes.
Yeah, like and even
No.
like from the far south
Maybe.
through the Panhandle, for sure you're going to be stopping. It's a full day's drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I skipped it on the way down, but on the way back, I went through the top of it because I was
Mary-
My
like,
dog would do it pretty quick.
stay out
and
of the
then
scary space.
From where I'm at,
Oh, somebody's down
Mhm.
there. Hold on. Wait. Somebody's down here. I'm sorry.
like,
Hold
if I
on.
was,
I'm
going to
terrible.
go to Chef Johnny's place in San Antonio,
There's
Mhm.
Chris.
It's-
Oh my
from
God.
Iowa,
I like cats.
from Iowa,
Yeah, there's trouble.
How are you? I'm sorry it took me forever to see you down there.
As it does to get to San Antonio once I'm in Texas.
Wow.
So you're in Oklahoma?
I'm in Iowa.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I
in
don't know
Iowa.
anything.
Yeah, you know that.
It's 8 hours to Texas and then 8 hours from North Texas to San Antonio.
Where I live here in Texas, so I'm probably
Where?
about 45 minutes south
He
of
won't
Oklahoma.
say.
Casinos. I'm pretty North Texas as you can get.
It's
You're
not like
North
that in Rhode
Texas.
Island.
No.
Are you up in the Chad? Are you up in the Panhandle?
I am in Denton, Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
That
you're,
sounds familiar.
you're actually Southern Oklahoman.
Yes, I am. Well, no,
Yeah.
because I'm not an Oklahoma fan, so I'm a Texas fan. So I always say I'm from Northern Texas.
You would don't cross that border.
So it's been a lie all this time.
Hook 'em horns. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Mhm.
Chad, I work for a trucking company.
Do you go out
And
like that?
I
Gangster.
used to have to do all the new
Chris,
driver orientation,
nobody here has COVID.
You're all
and
you're all
when one of the guys would tell me he's from Texas, I'd look at him and say, "Oh, you're an Oklahoma goat roper, huh?"
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it pissed me off like to no end.
We
But
used to
it'd always
travel
break the
with shit kickers. Like, hey, you shit. I'm sorry. I apologize about the language. We always call them shit kickers. Apologize. Sorry.
Okay. This is a grown-up live stream. It's all good.
What did you say?
This is a fucking family-friendly show. You can't be fucking swearing on this shit.
Okay, so
I appreciate the support.
Band-Aid off. I'm good now.
Does that scare the cats?
You know,
Hi, Chris.
what's up, man?
Not much, brother. How are you?
Maybe some cats.
Hey, Marcel.
Chris, how's the kitten doing?
Oh, the kitten is
He
now.
gave it to his mother.
Yeah, the kitten is now a medium-sized cat, and it fucking. I'm sorry.
Spoiled rotten, I bet.
It eats everything. So it's one of those, you know. So it was a. Okay, Ken, go ahead.
Is this the cat you taped the drumsticks to its paws?
No, that was his mother's dog.
That was a dog. It was a.
Oh,
pug.
it's a dog. That's right. That's right.
Still terrible, but it was a dog.
No, so it probably weighs about 7 pounds now. The friggin' cat, and
Wow.
it eats everything because yeah, it's crazy.
Thinks it's a dog.
Marcel, your
Oh, that
husband.
was Max. That's right.
Yeah, it was Max, the Bichon Frise, Bichon Frise or whatever. it is.
Non-hypoallergenic.
Max, the true air drummer.
I lost 30 subscribers that night.
Oh my God.
You're lucky you didn't get reported to the SPCA.
So Marcel, your husband is in the Air Force,
He is.
and he's overseas now.
He's overseas now. And I was telling them, I don't think you had jumped in yet. He actually had to quarantine here at home 2 weeks before he left. And then once he got to where he was going, he had to quarantine. They put him in a separate facility along with, a plane full of people that went over with him. They were in a separate facility actually on an Army base.
Right.
And it was like, it was different from what he's used to. And he felt like when they finally came, that was a total of 4 weeks of quarantine for him. And when they finally put him on the bus to take him to the main base, he texted me and he was like, babe, I'm finally busting out of this joint.
So
Thank you for being a military wife. Thank you for your husband for doing what he does. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Definitely, Marcel. I was never in the military. My stepdad was Army. My son just got done with his National Guard commitment about 4 months ago. But I was never in. But please, thank your husband for us, and thank you for being a military wife and mom.
Oh, thank you. I will. Yeah, hopefully he's at 20 years this year. So I'm going to try to.
Retirement.
Well, I'm on him. He couldn't retire this year. His enlistment went through 2021, but he's hoping for a promotion. And if he gets a promotion, then he'll be re-enlisting.
So Marcel,
Wow.
you said he got jumped in.
Oh no, he didn't get jumped in.
That's a gang. You get jumped in.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I thought Marcel said he got.
What kind of cartoons are you
Oh
watching?
no, he was being silly because he was just being silly because where they were staying and the quarantine was like an old barrack and they were like on the far side, like miles away from anything, and he was miserable. And they were literally trucking in coffee and trucking in meals, and he was like he couldn't do anything normal, and he was like, the convicts got their meal right now, and then he would snap a picture and send it to me, and
by old barracks, you mean a retired county jail, I believe.
That's what he said it felt like, but that was just quarantine, totally different from just going over there, getting to where he needs to be and starting work. He had to go through, like I said, the quarantine process before he left, and then quarantine again when he got over there, and he was literally like, I'm going to die of boredom.
What's his MOS?
He is right now. He's a tech sergeant.
Oh, that's his rank. I'm sorry. What does he do?
Rate.
Oh. He is a mechanic.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
for,
He supports
like for Humvees or helicopters or
C-130s.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So does he
Yeah.
do
Hey,
that stuff?
Chris,
Yes, sir.
like my shirt?
Gauge green. I
I'm
wore
green
that.
for Gage, baby.
Yep, I wore that yesterday, and
what does it mean?
Gage is Shane's son.
Shane's son. Okay, yeah.
He passed away from
This
non.
is
It's the same as
Yeah.
So is
Oh,
he
my
using
goodness.
money to raise for that as well?
no.
this is just a shirt in memory of Gage, Shane and Krista's son that they lost to cancer. Actually, it's the damnedest thing. And when Shane told me about, I about shit my pants over it. But
Hi, Todd. Welcome.
Adam Sandler, the
Yes.
actor,
Yeah.
Yes.
was that Gage,
Love him.
was that Gage's funeral?
Wow.
Gage was actually a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yep.
And his wish was to meet Adam Sandler and David Spade,
Cool.
and they were both at Gage's funeral when he passed from cancer.
That is awesome.
So I got this shirt a couple years ago when I went down and met Shane at his house. We spent the day together, went to the beach together, played whack-a-mole with airboats, running over gators.
Jesus.
It was awesome.
You can't the shirt off.
Whack-a-mole with what?
Airboats?
Yeah, we were on Lake Charles in down by Melbourne.
That
And
could have been a
his buddy
swimmer.
CJ had an airboat and took us across the lake, the lake is a reservoir, one of the rivers in Iowa or the U.S. that flows north. It starts in Melbourne, Florida, down where he's at, about 100 miles from Miami, and flows north to Jacksonville. But you go over this dam, which is just a big wood
Hey, Lisa.
bridge.
Hey, Lisa.
On an air-
Welcome.
They took us back in the canals, and CJ, he's driving the boat, and he's just aiming at every gator head he can see.
Jesus.
And Shane still will not send me the footage from when we hit a 10-footer and got airborne.
Wow.
That
Did
would
you
be
have a
some-
catch and cook after?
Supposedly- Well, actually, after that, I did take over Shane's kitchen and show him how to cook gator fillets. They were not. It wasn't a catch, cook, and clean because he bought it from the store. But supposedly, you cannot target alligators in Florida. It's a no.
Fishing gator.
Hey, hold on, guys.
It's like cow
Y'all hold-
in Iowa. It's fun until you get caught.
What's
Hey, hold
wrong?
on. Y'all hold down the fort for a second. I'm going to go get a refill.
Oh,
Marcel,
of
can I
course.
share a picture real quick?
Sounds good.
So actually, Shane's
BRB.
Shane's son was in the army, and he got sick from what I believe when he was in the army, and that's when they found out that he had
Oh, damn.
non-lymphoma. And that's what Josh has, is what I believe, and that's a horrible thing.
Yeah, Josh has stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
That's fucking
Josh.
horrible.
Babe and cooking.
Josh and Babe, Josh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
He's undergoing treatment right now.
Yeah, you can already see he's losing a lot of weight right now.
So sad.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was one of the first to know, and I couldn't say a word about it.
Yeah.
As
Is
far
this
as like our community thing, CJ and I were the first two to know.
Yeah.
And it broke my heart because originally they thought he had two different types of cancer. Because he had a mass in his chest, and then they found it in his lungs, kidney, and hip. And they thought the hip was a totally different cancer.
Like a bone cancer.
Well, it turns out it's all non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. They're treating it aggressively. I think about Tuesday, he will start his second round of chemo, which means he goes in the hospital for 5 days, 5 to 7 days. It's a 24/7 chemo drip. And because of COVID, his wife is only allowed in there 1 hour per day.
Right.
There's still no visitation at our hospital.
It's
at all.
Well, Bethany had a fight to get it.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing okay right now. I mean, his energy is down, obviously. That's why they had like the premiere tonight. Mitch and Philip from Kitchen Queers came on, did a video for him. I did one for him last week. CJ a couple weeks ago. Jabin had done one. We're actually putting videos together and giving them to them for them to use on their channel, just to keep their channel, alive and relevant, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And if I got to do 2 or 3 more while he's going through this, I'll give him every video I can. I don't give a fuck. YouTube's just fun for me.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Go Fish Office. Welcome.
To help them out.
That's really cool.
But round 2 starts Tuesday or Wednesday, and they'll be home for 10 days. And then
You're turning into Dracula.
Round 3, and then after that, he'll probably be referred to UCLA Medical Center after that. So,
We're talking about Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prayers all day long, all night long. Prayers.
Oh yes,
Be right-
absolutely.
Be right back.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Yep,
What Mary just did.
Oh, you
If you go down to the bottom of your screen, Marcel, you'll see a button that says mute, stop cam.
Oh, okay.
So if you hit the mute, nobody will hear you.
Oh.
If you hit stop cam, you'll put up your icon like Mary and Butch have right now.
And then like there's a little picture of you just in the bottom by yourself on the bottom left hand corner. There's the 3 little dots. If you click on that and do edit audio avatar, you can put like your icon there, or you can find a picture on your computer and use it as like your avatar for when you
okay.
stop cam.
Well, thank you. I will do that because I was wondering how to do that. Okay. Sorry, Kent. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So how's Josh doing? He's doing okay?
Yes. Yeah. He's fighting through. I mean, it's hard on both of them, but they're fighting through it. They're doing well. So
Have they shared what sort of cancer he has?
yeah, it's all public knowledge. It's all public knowledge.
Yeah, they did it.
He's got a lot of people in his corner.
Well, Josh is a fun, silly bastard, and regardless or whatever, no one likes to see this happen to anyone.
Oh no, absolutely not. No, it's terrifying, and I feel for them. And I know they just got married, and we all. I mean, I wish them the absolute best, and
I don't know if I could do it. I think I would just travel into the woods in a forest and overdose. I don't know if I could.
You can't do that. Technology has come so far.
I don't know.
Medicine has come so far.
Yeah. Sorry, Ken. Sorry for bringing that up.
I'd go to Mexico and get treated at the Gerson Institute.
Yeah.
But that's me.
My father died of cancer. And, he had a very aggressive, my dad was a heavy smoker. And he did end up getting a form of smoking related cancer, and then it metastasized over time into his bones. And when it got to that point, you know, he couldn't come. He wasn't going to come back from it. But from what I know now, medicine as it is now, the type of cancer my dad had, you know, a while back, they would have, at this point in time, there was potential for him to have been successfully treated. Whereas back in 2002, late 90s, rather, early 2000s, you know, it was not a lost cause, but you know, it was high stakes for him to be able to bounce back from what he had. But now, you know, nearly 20 years later, you know, I understand that the type of cancer my dad had, they have much more advanced ways to treat it. I mean, so the medicine, the technology is constantly changing, and it's come leaps and bounds. You know, there's always hope. You know. Wow. Okay. All right. See, everybody. Let's do it.
Goes, man.
I know. We all wish them the best for sure.
Yeah.
And I saw that. Ooh, the chat's moving quickly now, but yeah, that's good. Stephen, you put that link out there for them. That's awesome. If anybody can throw anything in the hat, that would be amazing.
Yes.
You know, my big thing about the whole situation is you know, Josh and Bethany just get married, and you know, Penny and Nick, that it just. But David, his son, you know, I feel the worst. I feel the worst for David, for his dad. You know, the little guy's only 10 years old.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see that boy have to go through that. I lost my dad at 34. It was hard enough for me. I can't imagine losing him at 10, 12 years old. It just, I don't want to see it for that little guy, and that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep him in our oh no. I'll keep him. I'll keep them for sure in our prayers, our thoughts, and everything.
Oh, definitely.
Stephen,
The only good thing that comes out of that, if there's anything, is kids are more resilient than most people give them credit for.
that is absolutely true.
And it does change their life, but sometimes it's for the better. I mean,
I just showed some love. I mean, it may be little, maybe a tremendous amount. Who knows? But I just showed some love because that.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Respect.
yep.
Hi, Moose Cow.
Let's see what's going on over
I don't
here.
know
Hi, Dwayne. Welcome.
What were you trying to say there?
I was going to say, I don't know what's worse, losing a parent at a young age, or, you know, I'm 51 and my mom's 87. So is it, you know,
You were so lucky to still have her.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Absolutely.
it's never a good time to lose a parent. And,
Oh, absolutely
Never
not.
lose anybody you love,
Hello, drunken one.
but you never want to outlive your kid. man.
Yeah.
I sent him a link to tell him to come say hello. So-
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
What up, drunken one? Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks for coming in the chat there, Neil.
That's the only thing that sucks about being the youngest of 6.
Yeah.
And there's so many years between me. My oldest sister is 76.
So she's a year older than you?
Al, walk these years, Mary.
Yes, I did, Dick.
Ooh, it's on now.
Alrighty then.
I mean that.
Alrighty
Look
then.
at this.
I lost
I'm
my
done.
mom a year ago to next Friday, a year to the day from ALS. ALS,
Oh,
you have anybody
bad.
know has
bad.
ALS, hit me up, let me know. I can help you, but that was the worst. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
no.
Hey, Risa, how are you? Welcome.
Yes, Dio, it is a party for sure. You got everybody in the house over here.
Woohoo! This is unexpected. I'm loving it. Love everybody being here.
It's a great show.
Marcel, would you let me share a picture of my daughter? You guys
Absolutely.
in military service and Veterans Day.
Absolutely.
I'll see if I can figure out how to do this without botching it up too bad.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
Oh, there's a way.
It's something about share your screen.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook though, and I don't know how to do it from here. I haven't done it from here. Anyway.
Are you on Facebook on your computer or Facebook?
I'm on my laptop.
Okay, so if you're on your Facebook, yeah, just go to share and go to
Share to
go to Chrome, like go to your browser. If you're on Firefox or Chrome, go to Chrome browser, and you can see Facebook, and then you can share your Facebook page.
Trying to see it right here.
Hey, Butch.
Share
Yes.
room.
It's fucking go time, Butch.
Go time, motherfucker.
Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can go that.
You're about out of my ear, dude.
Sorry.
Craig Jig.
It makes me laugh every time.
Craig Jig.
Craig Jig.
Yep.
So what else has been going on? Chris, do you have any videos coming down the pipeline? We are desperately awaiting you to reinstate those
Game
property-
cams.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you can see that.
Or if you
Not
blow them
sharing.
up.
Oh, hold on, I've got it. I'll add it.
There it is.
Wow.
So
Oh,
she
she's
was,
so pretty.
she was Air Force for 6 years.
Cool.
She co-pilots the drone. When she was in active duty, she co-piloted the drones, the Predator and the Reaper.
You
Isn't
sure
that
that's pretty baby?
similar to what Micah did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So is she
Air Force.
Yep.
she 6?
Yeah, Michael was Air Force. He did aviation.
He did drones, yeah.
Yeah, he did aviation stuff.
Yeah, she was the one that dropped the missiles.
Cool.
She has quite a rack. And if you're in the military,
How can you tell what country she's in?
I said he's got quite a rack.
I know what you said.
Talking about her bars.
I'm talking about the bars.
She went in as a
Oh, you went.
Okay.
No, pal.
She came out as a sergeant. Went in as
All right, so we've got somebody new in here. Do we know him? Hi, Warren.
That's a
Do
cool
you know him?
I don't know him,
I don't know
I'm
him.
the old harmonica player.
but it's okay. Welcome. How's it going?
Harmonica
Oh,
player.
good.
You-
I came over from Glenn's.
Well,
Okay.
awesome. Welcome.
Yeah, I was over on Glenn's watching him, and he said he was going to jump over here, so I bounced in. How y'all
All
doing?
right.
Good creative
Welcome.
redundancy.
just hanging out.
Is that the Glenn Chill music? I can't think.
Yeah,
of it.
Glenn's
Yeah.
chill. Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah, there it is. There he is.
Yeah.
He's with the raid. Glenn, Chill with Glenn Raid. There you go. I see.
That's cool. Is this your first raid? Marcel?
Oh, yes, this is my first raid. I'm sorry. I'm firing on all synapses over here right now.
I think a few are out.
Oh, thank you.
Just saying.
Welcome, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming
That's
in.
my
I appreciate
problem.
it so much. It's great to see y'all here.
Yeah, I've kind of Glenn, Shimmer Soul, Randy Tritt, all these channels have kind of just come together, and
Metallica? Anything?
um,
Anything?
I've been involved with all of them, so I figured why not? I'll bounce over here and see how y'all doing.
Sure.
Hey, we appreciate it. The chat, I just read your comment in the chat too. I'm very sorry about your mom, friend.
Yeah.
Oh, got someone else that popped in.
Oh,
Sorry,
You
my
see basement people?
No, this is just in the chat.
Oh.
yeah.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
yeah.
Adam. Go ahead, Adam.
Hold on. My high maintenance dog needs to be let in. Hold on.
I like your shirt, Marcel. It's got his emblem. I like it.
Thank you.
Texas.
Hey! This thing. I got a bandana hanging at. Of course, I'm not Texan.
I see. I'm just joking.
Do those double as Christmas lights? Maybe.
Oh, you don't know.
The stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a projection LED.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Warren, did you?
Cool. I bought it at a state sale and only gave like $3 for it. I love it.
What state do you live in? Jesus.
South Carolina.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I haven't been in that area yet.
So I'm in Texas. Lone Star Beer Reviews is in Texas. Jules is in Massachusetts. Chris is in Massachusetts.
No, New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
Sorry.
No
New
masshole.
Hampshire.
I know. Hopefully y'all still love me.
New Hampshire.
Really, I'm a
Step-
California
step
girl.
up.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
know.
Yes, sir.
Marion Butcher in Canada.
Drunken Ones in Texas. He's down in Houston
The
way.
whole thing.
Oh, cool. All of it.
Isn't that funny? I don't say you're from the United States of America. I'd say you're from where you're from. New Brunswick here.
New Brunswick. See, that's what I didn't know. But I guess I would specify Canada. I would say New Brunswick, Canada.
Big country. Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
something I always wondered about. We got a New York, a New Brunswick, a New England. What happened to the old ones?
They're still over in England.
They're over across the pond.
They came over
They're the original ones.
Plymouth
Yeah.
on the Mayflower.
It's
No,
That's
I don't
like
think.
a little George Carlin humor there.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, exactly. They left that old England behind.
So
They've got cheese
George-
fondue.
Hey, Glenn Marine.
Cheese fondue.
Hey
You'd be
guys.
having a heyday with her.
With Quinn's music.
You can't
Hi,
say
Northern Ohio Railroad
Hi,
Action.
Laura.
George
Will
Carlin.
you?
You can't say shit, fuck this, pick, cunt, blah, 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 blah.
Motherfucker, cocksucker, and tits.
Okay, wait.
Tits sounds like a snack. Cheese tits.
That he remembers.
Potato tits.
PG-13 on my
Can't
channel.
eat just one.
Yeah, no.
I can't forget that.
I'll ask him
But
what
yeah,
happens
George
if-
Carlin was a hoot.
if I have a pain here. I don't know, but fucker, cunt, tits, and you can remember that. Useful
I
information.
can say one thing though. I like the way old Larry the Cable Guy does it. He just lays it between the lines, and it makes it so much funnier.
Well, yeah, Larry the Cable Guy is pretty funny.
Yeah, I like the way he just lays all the bad words between the lines. He never says them, but you know what he means.
I can't find it now, but I saw a stand-up of Jeff Foxworthy, and he was, oh my god, it was hysterical. Talking
I see
about
that.
New Hampshire. It was
Blue
so
collar comedy
I never
tour.
thought
Oh,
of
yeah.
that.
I
That
see
was
lots of new channels that are new to me in here. So welcome you guys, those of you that are stopping by if you're still here. Creative Redundancy. Let's see, I'm kind of scrolling through here. Dwayne, you new to me.
I ain't got my reading glasses on, so I can't read everybody's names. But hello, everybody there.
Hey,
I reckon a
Warren,
lot of your voices.
popping up. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Warren, welcome.
So, just to let you know, I'm Marcel.
And this is,
Tonight.
I mean, it's just such a relief to get away from all the politics and
Oh yeah,
All of
so I have a
bull
strict
crap.
no politics ban. I
Mhm.
tried that once. It didn't go well.
It's just such a relief to get away from all that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Just kind of like we're sitting on a patio and got the barbecue going and got a few beers laying around. Just kind of sitting around and shooting the bull, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like this.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I
I
also
have to say
enjoy
it.
my music. I really do.
Okay, anybody
Certainly.
else seen the bad guy on the cartoons that robs the bank? In the Old West cartoons?
Which ones?
Hell, Black Bart or something?
I think his name is Eastwood Farm.
You know?
Geez, I think I remember
No,
that.
right?
I'm getting old.
I am old.
Or Eastwind.
I'm
Farms,
just-
not Eastwood Farms. Eastwind. My bad.
How do you do this? I'm gonna share my screen. I want to share something to you.
Okay. Well,
New Brunswick thing. So whether or not it's funny.
Yeah. So if you share your screen, share whatever.
Entire screen.
Well, no, share whatever. So go to your if you have Firefox or Chrome open, go to
Chrome.
or
I already have it in here.
okay.
Julie sent me a picture and I was able to share it. She uploaded it somehow. I'm not, I can barely, I feel accomplished getting myself on here, guys, so I can't coach you through
Pull
much.
it up on your browser, wherever your picture
Do I
is.
hit application window or Chrome tab?
So did you look it up on the internet or did you look it up on one of?
I took it off my Facebook. I dragged
Okay,
and
so
dropped.
look on your
Just hit
application.
Chrome
window.
tab and share audio.
Click on application.
The
Facebook's an
And then,
Look on your Chrome.
uh-oh.
I think she lost it.
figure it out.
But it's down here.
That's smart woman.
It's not
I'm
where
an
it's supposed to
I'm
be.
an IT specialist. I'll figure
Oh,
it
Oh.
Hey,
What?
set your
Are-
computer.
Is it asking you for permission for me to?
It is, but hold on, it's
Yeah,
asking.
because you have a
for this.
restriction on who can see your.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of
know.
screens, Mary. Jesus and Joseph and Mary.
That's what I was like, what is that?
What the hell was that mess?
I don't know, but I'll put it back. Oh, hi, we're back. Oh.
We're back.
Oh,
And
oh.
we're-
Mary,
Yes.
whenever you do a share screen, if that page you're wanting to shows on your application or your browser, click on your browser and you should be able to see if it's like a Facebook, you'll see Facebook, and that's what you're probably trying to show. Or if it's on your app, then it'll say
No, it's on Facebook. So what do I do?
Make sure
go to your browser, go to your Chrome tab.
Yep.
Do you see Facebook on your Chrome tab?
What?
A Facebook on your Chrome tab?
Yeah. I just
Okay, so click on the Facebook on your Chrome
Ah.
tab,
Mhm.
and then it will share what's on your Facebook.
Well, how do I, by copying it?
No, just a
No.
Facebook thing, and then Marcel can see it when you're sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just remind me to look.
Guess I should turn on the light way on the see my ugly mug.
don't want. I don't want to see naked butch pics.
It's not.
You dying back.
I have to make this a
Nothing like-
double,
No, we have those in another computer.
Chris, I was telling them earlier, I'm doing a mixed drink tonight. It's like a big deal.
It is.
It's
Usually
okay.
it's
I
wine.
branched out.
Yeah, usually it's wine.
It is. It's too damn hot here for wine. We need maybe next time fall gets here,
Yeah.
it'll stick.
Come on up and
Yes,
see.
I walked outside today and I was like, okay, the wind was blowing pretty heavy. I was like, okay, maybe it's about 65, 70 pushing us. I put on some sweatpants. I went to the store and I was like dripping sweat. I was like, now I'm sitting in freaking shorts and I was like, this is ridiculous.
It
Yeah,
was
I'm wearing shorts. Yep,
47 degrees here today.
Yeah,
That was
it
very high.
that would be
It
a
was-
joke.
26 last week, but
Are
Tuesday.
you talking Celsius? Fahrenheit?
No,
Yes,
I do not. No, I'm talking American.
Oh, okay.
And Tuesday, when I went to physio with shorts on, which was requested, it was 72 degrees.
Well, yeah.
We had a warm.
No. This is November. We don't have that weather in November.
Mother Nature is not playing by any rules right now.
Global warming.
You got that right.
My daughter came running in the house and she actually had bees, like a bee land on her shoulder, and she was freaking out running in the house. I mean, even the bugs are confused. They don't know what's going on.
Jeez.
It's like the Democrats. They don't play by the rules. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
You want me to time him out, Marcel? I'll time
Go to
him.
your room.
You just had to say
people that
that.
don't want to accept reality and move on and are like want to be dictators like that. Like, yeah.
Sorry.
See what you started? See?
Want to
see what
undermine
happens?
democracy and not listen to the people, the
No more.
people's government, not a person's government.
No more talking politics. No more.
Thank you.
Chad.
I see you down there with your Mitchell logger.
Pretty freaking good, actually.
This is the actual, you have to like hunt this thing down. It's the Lone Star beer, which is what I named my channel after, but it's Lone Star Rio J. So it's like the, how do I say it? The Mexican style lager. There we go.
Okay.
Does that have,
I want to be politically correct about it.
does that have some,
No, Bueno Cerveza.
Mix it with some V8 and some or Clamato. And
No, they just created this. Like this, is like brand new.
Clamato.
It's like,
Yeah, we like Clamato.
I don't like Clamato.
All last night.
oh no, I don't like
Yeah,
Clamato at all.
No, I don't like Clamato.
If it's in a margarita or if it's in a Bloody Mary, I'll drink it. Other than that, I'll
Bloody Caesar.
I like Clamato.
Mm-hmm.
Lone Star, does that have,
Nobody likes
does that have
Chlamydia.
cilantro in it?
What?
Does it have,
Did I say that? Ooh.
does it have
Does it
cilantro?
have cilantro with it?
That's
You know,
optional.
You can make a
Optional.
Bloody Mary with anything, or a
Did
Bloody,
I
Yeah,
see-
Bloody Mary is
or a Bloody
nothing.
Caesar. Well,
Did I see Todd in here earlier? Is Todd here? Todd, raise your hand if you're here. But
He
it was so
was?
funny. He put a video up, and it was a shrimp skewer video. I think, I don't know. I watched a few of his videos in the last couple of weeks, and but one of them he was chopping cilantro for it, and he's chopping the cilantro, and he says,
I know somebody that
"Sorry,
likes
Chris.
cilantro.
Sorry, Chris." And I had to comment and say, I can't even buy cilantro without thinking about Chris these days. I can't, and I certainly can't chop it without thinking about you. I
It's
chop
hard.
cilantro. I put it on a taco. I see your face.
It's horrible. I went out with a girl.
Yeah.
A girl. We had Mexican, and of course, I ordered everything without
Oh.
cilantro.
Let me explain.
And she likes cilantro. And then
Let me pop in.
after dinner, we kissed, and I could taste cilantro in her mouth.
well, that could be a problem.
that's all you recognize was
Let
the
me-
cilantro taste.
It
You didn't offer her a lozenge or a gum?
I offered her something, but she wouldn't take it. And
Well, if it didn't taste like peppermint, no wonder.
it wasn't a lozenge.
Not the right kind of peppermint stick, Mary.
Chris has
Hello,
Hello,
so hard.
Dennis. Welcome.
Oh, look at her chicken shit leaves when she says something.
Uh,
I can hear you laugh.
I'm gonna do this for just a second. I want to give y'all a little recipe.
I hate cilantro.
I
A
guarantee you gonna
recipe?
like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to- I have to-
All right. The
Actually, I-
Mexican pico de gallo.
Hey, Lone Star.
Okay. All you have to do is change two things to make it the way I make it.
Okay.
Follow the other recipe entirely, but leave the avocado out and dice up cucumber.
Mhm.
Put that in there and put just a little bit of Italian salad dressing with it. You talk about delicious. The
Okay, hold
cilantro,
it
the
here.
onions.
What's
just
potato
everything
salad
else.
dressing? Because I make mine from
Just
scratch.
get rid of the avocado and use diced cucumbers instead of avocado. Oh my Lord, it's
That's in
delicious.
that's in a tzatziki sauce as well. Cucumbers.
I'm taking. And this is for Lone Star beer reviews. I'm taking my mom to lunch tomorrow, and we're going to Lone Star Steakhouse.
Lone Star Steakhouse.
Oh yeah,
Where's that at?
in New Hampshire.
Interesting.
Where
of
else
all-
would it be?
Interesting
When
of
you
all.
think of steak, you think
Everybody
of
have
New
coffee
Hampshire.
tonight, making me hungry.
I'm gonna
I'm
get
sitting there eating.
I'm gonna get a porterhouse.
I'm sitting there eating chicken and a biscuit cracker with
They call it
minute
a
cheese
porterhouse.
for dip.
It's like a Texas version of Outback, and they have
Bloomin' onion?
well, instead of the bloomin' onion, they call it the Texas Tunyon.
The Texas Tunyon.
Yep, which is the bloomin'
In New
onion.
Hampshire.
Yeah, well, it's everywhere up north.
I've never been to one.
It says Lone Star Steakhouse does a great cilantro steak. There you go.
Yeah, Dwayne, that's tzatziki sauce. It goes on Greek.
Ooh, cilantro
Euros.
on it, see? That might be. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yes, I've actually done. I've actually crushed up cucumbers and put it in yogurt and mint. So you got that sweetness, but you get that mint.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, like put it in butter and let it sit and like make a nice butter. Like put it on like just put it in a cast iron and drizzle butter over the steak. Oh,
Butter. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Sounds really
Heart
good.
attack-ish.
Yes, Dwayne, I get you with the cucumbers, yogurt, and mint.
Hey, Don.
Yeah, it's funny. Creative redundancy says, "I think I'm getting hungry," and I think there should be a rule. Maybe we shouldn't be able to talk about food after midnight, because I tell you, we could all gain like 1,000 calories tonight. Go make a sandwich or something like that, and
Not with what's in our fridge.
I talk about beer on my channel.
That's because you drink light beer.
Hey, Soko.
This isn't light beer. Well, it's not even a beer, really. Hey, Don.
I could go.
I made a drunken chicken on the grill about a week ago.
Oh boy!
Oh my God, was it
Did
good?
he come
That's
okay?
the best.
Oh,
Oh God.
What beer did you use?
Right there.
Ice
Nice.
And it come out. It was absolutely delicious. But I messed up. I forgot to take a small onion and like almost quarter it, but leave it together and put it on top of the beer. I forgot to do that. But I used onion powder, a little bullseye barbecue sauce, a little bit of Italian salad dressing, onion powder, garlic powder. So it
So
still
what did-
came out good.
It was a beer can chicken.
Yeah. You just
I'm
Yeah,
stupid. I've never done this.
You
Do you leave
You do.
beer in the can?
break
Yes.
the chicken's leg,
And
shove
then
it
you
on
season
the
it.
top.
You're open.
You season the beer, and then you put it, in the hole.
Yep.
And you put it and it bubbles up, and as it bubbles, it splashes, and it marinates it from the inside out. It's really good.
The outside just turns golden brown, and the juices are just dripping off of it. Oh my God. Ah, you talk about it comes out so tender. It is delicious.
Last time I seasoned something, stuck it up my ass. I mean, the hole. It wasn't good.
What?
And if y'all want to hear something hilarious, look up Willie P. Richardson and find the one where he talks about the beer can chicken or the drunken chicken. He forgot to open the can, and he does.
Oh,
the phone.
shit.
No.
And he calls the manufacturer of the little stand. Oh my Lord, it was hilarious.
I had one tip over on me. It wasn't pretty.
Chicken everywhere and scalded his cat and yada yada yada. I
I
laughed.
had all burned.
Is that
Yeah, Willie P. He's hilarious.
is that Jefferson Einstein? Jefferson?
Yeah, with Jeff with 5 Fs.
What's up, Jeff? The 6 Fs.
It's 5.
Hello, Jefferson Einstein. Welcome.
Where
I'm making sure.
is Jessica?
Was Jessica with 3 S's?
Thank you, Miss Fishy Food, Miss Goldfish.
Just 3 S. That's
Oh,
all.
Phenomena.
By the way, I'm on the cell phone and I cannot read the chat. So somebody comment to me. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see it.
So when you're on your phone, you can't see chat when you're on StreamYards on your phone.
Right.
Is that how
I got to do one or the other. If I'm on panel, I can't see the chat. If I'm on chat, I can't see the panel.
I'm on iPad here, but I have my iPhone on the channel so I can read the
Yeah,
chat.
but on my stupid little Android here,
Mine's a
yes,
stupid Android.
it's dyslexic. I mean dyslexic.
Dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
I think my daughter might have a touch of dyslexia. I need to get her
There's a good
tested.
joke. Did you hear the one about the guy that was dyslexic and he couldn't get no help?
Couldn't what?
You heard the one about the guy that was
There you go, Fish Office. Thank you so much.
he couldn't get no help.
Why?
because every time he went to the hospital, he'd go in there and say, "I'm Les Dixie," and they send him to the gynecologist.
Men don't go to gynecologists.
Well, the guys nowadays, who knows?
Well, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I can feel that thing of cheese is gone. Now what am I gonna eat?
Was that
I
a
mean,
silicone
Michael,
implant
crazy.
or am I blind?
You'd think I've been smoking weed. Good thing I hadn't. I've done eat everything in the house by now.
Well, it wouldn't make silicone. It's not good for you, but anyway.
I just had the munchies tonight. I don't know. I don't need a half.
It's Saturday night.
I half a box of
Animal crackers?
chicken crackers.
Oh.
You eating some cilantro edibles, buddy?
It looks like I got my
So, do you guys ever give food gifts? Do you ever give away, like, what is your favorite, like your signature gift to give that's food? Like, do you do a jam or fudge?
You have a muffin you just made yesterday? That's what I tried to make on a regular basis, and I can't do it.
When I was,
did you try the recipe, Chad?
No, I saw that you posted on your community tab. I was like, oh my goodness, this looks like I've seen a bunch of your cooking videos. I know you recently mixed Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving all in one holiday recently, and what you did was absolutely amazing. So much props to you for that.
Yeah, those pumpkin apple muffins, they're good. I think they're really good.
Amazing.
I've never thought of putting pumpkin and apple together like that. I thought that was very creative.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a big hit, and I really think they're very good. I've eaten way too many of them. The way my clothing's fitting me tells me it's true. I have eaten way too many of them.
Hey, when you make good food, right? Do the taste patrol.
I like that.
Yes, I'm starting to workout regimen again next week, and then I'm going to do a week of low carb before Thanksgiving and my daughter's birthday hits. At least try to take it down a notch a little bit.
Pumpkin apple. I like that. How about that? Gives me an idea.
an idea.
And apple in a pie.
A what in a pie?
Sweet potato and apple in a
Sweet
pie.
potato and apple would be delicious in a pie.
Really?
Oh,
As long as you countered that with a little cloves and nutmeg to put a little punch.
I was watching Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives last night, falling asleep.
I love that show.
And they walked into an Italian restaurant and they made lasagna out of sweet potatoes. Instead of noodles, they did sweet potatoes. I was like, I want to try that.
Is Patty Joe still in here? Patrick, are you still in here? I watched his video today for this layered meat casserole. It was like bacon and pork chops and onions and more bacon and pork chops and onions. And I actually commented and I said, that's the manliest casserole I've ever seen in my life.
Not a vegetable to be found?
Little onions stuffed between the layers of meat.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And then he shredded it and put it on a sandwich.
Ooh. Oh,
No, it was it looked good. But when he was like layering, it was like bacon,
that's not gonna work.
onions,
And then I
pork
watched
chop, onions, bacon, pork chop, more to the top, and then he covered it with like barbecue sauce and some things. And I that was my comment, was basically like, this looks amazing, but that's the manliest casserole I've ever seen in my life.
He makes it work, and he puts some interesting things
Joe,
together.
onions was the healthy part.
Okay, I have
But I will say,
cooked
like,
homemade
you
spaghetti
do amazing videos and pictures of your food. So,
with venison.
Did I hear venison?
Mm-hmm.
Pieces of hot
Did I hear
dogs
nectar?
in there.
I actually love venison.
That's the
I
way I
haven't
like
had
to cook
venison
my
in a while.
spaghetti, ground venison.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
haven't had.
venison with hot dog?
Onions. Well, actually, I did a video. I didn't really show how I cooked it, but I explained what
Did he
was
say
done.
hot dogs or
I
no?
cooked a pot of spaghetti with venison, chopped up hot dogs in it,
See?
potatoes, green beans. Let's see what else.
And
I put
and
in
the
there.
garbage
It was
bag
good.
on the side.
When it comes to wings.
Sauteed onions, sauteed them in Italian salad dressing.
Oh,
Of course, venison hamburger in it. A can of
no.
Hunt's
Tomato
spaghetti
sauce?
sauce.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, well, spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce, they call it.
Nick.
I also used a can of tomato sauce, the sauteed onions,
Kitchen
2
sink.
cans of mushrooms, a can of Wolf brand chili on top of the venison that I put in. A little Parmesan cheese, a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, a little bit of bullseye barbecue sauce, and a slight bit, not too much, just a little bit of Italian salad dressing. And when I cooked the noodles, I took the juice off all the cans, from the beans to potatoes and the mushrooms, and I poured that in the water that was boiling the noodles.
Waste not, want not.
And oh my God, it come out. They wasn't a noodle to be found. It was the whole cotton picking pot. It was gone.
Chris has a question.
I just want to say Warren is not in my garage, even though our ceiling both.
They do look similar. Yours
Mine
has
is
a
the neon
great-
light there.
great hue.
Jules.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh my.
this is
Oh
my.
my God. Okay, you guys behave.
Why? What
Chris,
happened?
Julie, Mary, I'm leaving y'all in charge. I'll be right
right.
back.
I'm
I'll
going
be
to
right
bed.
back.
Have a
Are
great
you
night.
going? Are you
Good
going?
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
So
see you
we
in
got
a bit.
panorama of
Hey,
my
Chris.
room.
Take
Thanks
care.
for coming in. Thank you.
See
Go
y'all.
back into a pool.
Yep.
Later, Eastwind.
I'll be right back, you guys. Y'all be good. I'll be right back. Behave.
Yeah.
What up, drunken one?
Behave.
Chris.
Never.
Okay, kitchen pass. Let's go. Let's go. Just bacon.
Yeah, I've heard moose is good when it's cooked correctly.
I tried elk once, but it wasn't. I didn't know how to cook it right, and it wasn't very good. I was like, I don't like that gamey. You have to use the right.
I made the
Yeah,
best.
Cooking
Is it venison, deer,
is art.
roast?
Yeah.
I was
It
18,
takes a little practice. It really
living
does.
with my boyfriend at the time.
Ooh,
I was cooking everything from scratch. But anyway, it was really good. Not a gamey taste at all. It was really rich.
very lean meat.
Oh,
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Oh, it's very
I
lean.
prefer it much
I
over
love
beef.
venison jerky. Venison jerky is outstanding.
See,
I much prefer venison over beef. Hands down.
Yeah.
A lot of people do actually.
Well, it's lean. It ain't fat.
Bison is good too.
If it's cooked right, it is delicious.
Oh.
Sorry, Mary snorted.
Well, it's because of what Dawn sent me.
I want to try the Carolina Reaper jerky. So I know Creative Redundancy said I had moose jerky. I've seen a few people have like hot and spicy jerky. So I'm
Is it
close to I'm
dipped
close
in
to
it?
400 friends. Once I hit 400, I'm about 20 away. Once I hit 400, I'm gonna do something spicy, something that not a lot of people like. Everybody's on the chip, yes. But I want to do something different. So that's my goal.
Why don't you try a bowl of oodles and noodles with about 10 drops of Blair's Ultra Death in it?
Well, I'm not trying to like put myself. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Hey, what up, Evie?
Sounds
you don't want to be a
advanced.
flamethrower the next evening?
Well, see, I don't do a lot of spicy challenges. I gotta do something that I can tolerate, but yet still have fun with and all that fun stuff.
I do like the Blair's. I like the Blair's Ultra Death because I only got to use a couple of drops in a good sized pot.
Hi,
And
Evie. Welcome.
It really does give food a good flavor. Just don't overdo it because it is extremely hot.
Yeah, no.
I follow a lot of spicy channels, so I know what's hot and what's not. Yeah, so like everybody's doing the Pocky chip. So I'm thinking at 400, I've got to at least experiment with the Pocky chip. I told everybody that I wouldn't, but I was like, you know what? As I creep onto a landmark, I'll give it a whirl.
Did you do it?
No, I'm like 20 away from 400. So like, once I hit 400, then I will do some type of challenge.
Oh my God. My brother-in-law did that Pocky chip thing. He did it on a Facebook Live, and he was pretty miserable. That was pretty intense.
Yeah, they're pretty cotton picking hot. I've eaten one of them.
Did you really, Warren? That's crazy.
I have not heard anybody say that in a coon's age.
You want one worse than that?
Awesome.
Take one Doritos chip and cover it with Blair's Ultra Death. If you can eat that.
Are you getting a kickback from Blair's there, Warren?
20 minutes,
right?
To draw a crowd, and I'll kiss your ass. That is the hottest damn thing I've ever tried to do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my brother-in-law, you know, we all like spicy food. We all do. And my brother-in-law's a big guy. He's 6'3", over 200 pounds, and he crumbled like I don't even know what. He was literally like over the sink, like, woo. I mean, he was miserable. Yeah.
No, the hottest
Not
thing
to,
I've
not
ever
to scare
tried
you,
to do.
I'm sure you've seen enough of them, the videos.
I coated one Doritos chip. You know, they're not very big.
No.
Just glazed it with that Blair's Ultra Death. And I'm gonna tell you what, I ate it. But I'm gonna tell you what, that is the hottest cotton picking thing I ever tried to eat.
Did you start burping right away?
No,
non-voluntary hiccup.
Actually, all it done caused me to sweat a lot.
Yeah.
And
ice water.
I was like the guy on Cheech and Chong. Come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream. I'm gonna tell you.
You know, I think we all like, well, I'll speak for myself. I like a little bit of spice. Like, I like things to be medium. Like, you get that little bit of kick, you know?
Right.
Just that little bit of kick. But I don't
like
like it when it's like miserable, like, woo, like if you're having to fan yourself and find an ice cube, like, that's not enjoyable to me.
No, that's menopause.
I like to use a little bit of the Blair's, you know, in my, like I make spaghetti sauce or something like that. I'll put like a drop in there.
You get it, man.
Or if I'm making a pot of soup, I might put 2 drops in that. I like my soup a little bit on the hot side.
Yeah.
But one drop of that, if you dissolve it in about a ½ ounce of vinegar, that's the best mace you'll ever have. Spray somebody in the face with that. I'll guarantee you, they will leave you.
What's the hottest pepper sauce y'all have ever tried? Like there's so many out there. You know, like Tabasco type sauce. Like, what's the hottest one you've ever tried?
That's the one. The Blair's Ultra Death. Matter of fact, let me get the bottle and show you a picture of it.
Get it in the grocery aisle.
Like Mrs. Renfro has really hot salsa, but that's what comes to mind for me is Mrs. Renfro's She had a really spicy salsa. I could not eat it. It was like, when you can't taste your food, that's
Last
the
time I
problem.
checked,
Yeah,
it's
that looks dangerous.
$12.99 a
Let's see.
bottle.
I'm gonna try to put you up there. I don't know how to get you up there.
Just needs a skull and crossbones.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it
Hold
has
on, hold
that
on.
on it?
I don't know how
That's
to
called
do that.
Blue's Oil for Death.
Oh, yeah.
That is
There you
next
did. There
to
you
the
did it.
hottest one that they make. The
Mm-hmm.
hottest one is called Blair's Reserve, and instead of being red, it's clear. It is
Ooh.
it is pure
Acid.
Oilokia, which is the ghost pepper.
Hey, William, take a
It is
drink of it.
pure.
No, don't do don't do
See,
that.
that's the thing about Butch and
Do
why
that
he
on
likes
somebody
hot
else's
sauce.
I will
Instead
tell you
of-
one thing. If you handle the bottle,
Don't touch your eyes. Well, you would say
Don't
dick
touch
probably, but I
something else
don't have
if you
one,
got
so
to
I
go
thought
woo-woo.
eyes. Go ahead.
Don't touch something else if you got to go wee wee without washing your hands. I
Yeah.
guarantee you it'll light you
That
up.
could be bad.
We covered that. You
That could
just
be
missed
bad.
it.
It will light you up. I guarantee you. But it does. It has such a unique flavor that as long as you use it cautiously, it's not too hot, and it has it just enhances the flavor of other foods.
Salt enhances. Hot sauce burns your taste buds.
You can overpower.
Somebody
Yeah.
could hand you a cow pie, put some parsley on it, and you'd eat it. They're
If
better
I
with
smell it
chocolate.
first, I don't think so.
Well, no,
What I love is like I make something, I make a casserole, even if it's like, fettuccine Alfredo or something like that. My husband gets a plate of it. What goes right on it? Tabasco,
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, seriously, you didn't even
no.
taste that. You didn't even taste it. And he's like, I'm sure it's good. Yeah, I'm like,
I like Cholula.
I have a question. Who's ever
Oh, Cholula, that's a good sauce too. But I got to stand up for Tabasco.
Green Tabasco.
If
Yeah,
I
I
eat
like-
an
question.
omelet or
I like
egg, I got to have Tabasco.
I like the
It just
chipotle,
goes well.
the chipotle Tabasco.
That is very good.
Got 25 thumbs up.
Yeah,
I
it is.
just forgot.
I have a question.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
And Marcel, this may be directed to you. So
It's
what
smoky.
I would like to do is something different. So everybody's done the chip, everybody's done that. Like, I'm not much of a baker, but if someone can do Carolina Reaper powder cornbread muffins, I will eat Carolina Reaper cornbread.
Oh,
Ooh, that almost sounds good.
but do you want the
I
moist
can
ones
get
with
the
the
Carolina
corn in
Reaper.
it? The real corn
like-
in with it?
You get the peppers, you dry them out, you put them in like a blender, and you break them all up, and then you put that in the batter.
I mean, freaking New England. They don't have Reapers.
They have Reapers everywhere.
Amazon has
They got
everything.
ghost
You
peppers?
can't handle
Sounds very
this.
cryptic.
Type it in Amazon, they will have it.
If they got ghost peppers,
Or
that
you
is
can do, yeah,
You can buy
right
a
there,
submarine on
Not fresh
Amazon.
ones.
Carolina Reaper hush puppies. Ooh, boy.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
No,
Yes,
it wasn't
Patrick,
yellow.
that chipotle Tabasco is good stuff.
how about Scotch bonnets?
I wanted,
Hi, Bitcoin's Nice Templar.
You
Welcome.
can get those. That's very close to the Reaper and
My
and
my
ghost
boys
pepper.
did a Scotch bonnet challenge, and all three of them ended up in the bathroom.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I have
In pain,
one and a
most
half
likely.
baths. So yeah.
All right, here's a horror story. I used to work at a campground. These guys are cooking up a steak, and they invited the helpers from the campground to come over and eat. And I mean, it's good steak. I mean, they cook some good steaks. And I asked the guy, I says, you got anything hot to go with it? He said, what do you mean hot? I mean like spicy peppers. Well, he had an adopted Mexican son. He goes, I'll bring you some peppers. He brings me out this little plate, yay big around. And it's got a jalapeno, a habanero, a ghost pepper, a Arno pepper, the ones that grow on the little tree, and the little BB looking one that grows on the tree. Of course, he figured I didn't know what I had there. So the first thing I done is reach over there and grab the ghost pepper and ate it.
Oh no.
Taste the rest of it, go down easy, right? You don't taste the rest of it.
And I looked at him and I says, damn, that's the first time I ever had a ghost pepper fresh. I said, the only other way I had it was in sauce. And I ain't picked my drink up yet. And this little Mexican guy is looking at me like, you are freaking crazy. Then I picked up the habanero. And it was a ripe habanero. It was nice and orange. I ate it. I said, well, that's good. And I took my pocket knife out and I chopped the jalapeno up and I chopped the little Arno peppers up and just rubbed them across my steak. He looked at his dad and he says, the man told me he liked hot stuff. I believe him.
Yeah, the habaneros do have a really good flavor. I made a fresh pineapple habanero jam a couple years ago, and that was actually really, really good.
Have you ever had good red pepper jelly? I love it. And it's hard.
Keep it greasy and it'll go down easy.
Good red pepper jelly.
Yeah, I have it.
I make a jalapeno jelly every Christmas. I make big batches of it.
That is delicious.
Yep.
That's almost as good homemade wine. You can't beat it.
May.
Yeah, Bitcoin's Knights Templar is saying like what all of us are thinking for sure over there, like all the super spicy stuff, like the Killer Revisit. Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
I can't find anything like I would rather do something sour, but I can't find anything sour enough. So I was like, what's the next best thing? Something spicy. And I was like, I've got to do something for, something.
Oh, you want something good and sour? Try this. I don't know if you can stomach it or not, though. Take a lime and just put a bunch of slashes in it and let it soak in vinegar. Let it soak in vinegar and then eat.
Yeah.
If I don't like the taste of vinegar, give me something different.
Baby shampoo.
Yeah,
your
sure.
tongue don't know what to think. I mean, it's like you got the acerbic acid blast, and then you got the vinegar. And your tongue's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Retreat.
Or take a lemon slice and put some salt on it. Yeah.
Tequila.
And tequila.
Oh God. And
You have to have the tequila.
yeah, with the lime, for sure.
And the coconut and drink it all up.
Yuzu juice. Dwayne says yuzu juice. I've never had that.
Yuzu.
No, Aju.
Oju.
Wine
Wait,
made,
whoa.
No, yuzu.
vines.
That is not
Oh,
Oju.
man.
It's
Oju is a beef dip.
Yeah, that's a French thing.
Yeah,
It says yuzu.
sounds Japanese or Russian or some shit. Yuzu.
Yeah, I'm knowing Aju.
Hey,
It's basically wine that's made out of the grapevines.
See, he said Japan. I said I thought it sounded
Oh
Japanese.
my Lord, that stuff! It's no. I'll drink it one time. I don't want no more of it.
I think it's like moonshine.
No,
I know OU is
it's
beef
not
sandwich
that
dip.
strong.
I've
But
been
the
there, yeah.
taste of it, just,
I haven't had a good au jus sandwich in a long time. That sounds really good.
I make them frequently because they're quick and easy dinners after work.
They are.
Oh yeah, good.
Tasty.
So what are y'all's, I know, Jules, what are y'all's favorite, like what are your traditional things for Thanksgiving? Do y'all keep it pretty traditional? Mary and Butch?
You know, I usually do a ham and a turkey.
Wow.
And I usually stuff the turkey. I make
With the
stuffing.
ham?
Not
traditionally,
Be a
I
one-pot
do-
meal.
I
Don't
do
just till you try it.
turkey,
No.
but this year I'm gonna try. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna try.
I don't want to hear goat.
I'm gonna go get one of them Foster's, what they call the oil can beer. The beer is about that tall and about that big
Oh,
around.
yeah.
And I'm gonna do a drunken turkey.
Oh, that sounds good.
I
Whoa.
think it's gonna come
Drunken
out well.
turkey.
Did he just say drunken toad?
No, turkey.
Oh, turkey.
Drunken turkey.
Jules, do y'all do a traditional type bread stuffing up there?
I've done both, where I'll get a loaf of French bread, let it sit for a day or two, and then chop it or cut it, cubes, and let it dry out and put it in the oven for a minute if I need to get it kind of crispy, toasty.
Is
Okay.
corn? Do y'all do cornbread at all? I think that's mostly a Southern thing.
Yeah,
Or do
I
y'all-
tried the cornbread stuffing. It wasn't a big hit with my clans, so
yeah.
we stick to what they like.
Since somebody said toad, quick joke. Do y'all know how to eat a frog?
Well, frog legs are a big Southern thing, so.
I don't know. It's really easy to eat a frog.
Could they look like something other than a leg, though?
Well, it's like they look like
I mean,
chicken legs.
If they did like triangles with the legs, just they don't look like they came off the frog.
See, I'm not a big fan of frog legs, but I know lots of people who like them. And but I don't have a problem eating chicken legs. But I grew up eating that.
Yeah, but the whole leg stops before the little toes come out, and with the frog leg, you have to see the toes.
You sound traumatized, Mary.
It's
utterly traumatized.
It's
hey,
a feet
Luann,
thing.
welcome. Hi, great to see you.
It's a Canadian thing.
Well, I'm gonna show you how to
It's
eat
a
a
Canadian
frog.
thing.
Quickly, I
I'm
hope.
gonna show you how to eat a frog. It's real simple. You hold him up by his feet like this, and you put one in each ear.
Oh no.
He's killing himself.
Just a joke.
Are frogs androgynous?
Androgynous?
Yeah. Or
He/she.
two sexes.
He/she.
Oh, don't
Kermit.
I think frogs reproduce sexually, don't they?
By
Yes, they do.
themselves?
No.
No,
No?
I don't know. I'm
They're-
in eighth grade
they're
biology
made-
right now, so we'll
Is there
probably
no
cover this.
frogs.com?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
No, actually, frogs don't.
What is that?
How do you
Frogs
say? They
have
don't.
sex, yes.
Hi, and bye, Captain Jerk.
Right.
They don't
rub
need
belly
Frogs do have
like
sex.
this. They
Oh, they-
really do. And the female lays the eggs, and the
Yeah,
male.
see,
High
I
gender.
think they frogs mate like they mate. Yeah, like they lay
I
eggs.
cannot believe we're talking about frogs mating on.
Oh,
I've actually
this
is the
whole
first for me, guys.
subject is like,
Here.
come on.
Why not? The government spent.
Yep.
The government
Frogs
spent
get it on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, listen, I've had enough biology this week to last me for a while. My son's 8th grade biology course just about put me in the funny farm this week. We're talking about DNA, replication, transcription, this, that, mutations, all this. I've had to do so much reading just so I could help tutor him through it. I was just like, my God, I don't even remember this. Like biology, back when I was young, DNA wasn't even thing. Like I was like, what? And
I'll tell you what, the funniest thing I ever done.
Frogs can breed by themselves if there are no males for extended period of time. In that case, a female will transform into a male.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they will go transgender all by themselves.
And that just happened naturally. Go figure.
Yep. But the funniest thing I ever done, biology class. I think I was in like the 8th grade.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm living it right now.
Without all the labs, though. Or
well,
they,
see, well, my kids are
deliver a
homeschooling.
mouse to your house and you have
teacher
to take it apart?
was of course talking about procreation, and she got done, and I looked at her and I said, well, you know, if it hadn't been for Budweiser, none of us would probably be here. And she just about fell in the floor laughing. She thought that was the funniest thing she ever heard. She said, I'm going to forget I heard that. And her face was just as red as a beet.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it's crazy. So we went from talking about Thanksgiving to frog legs to frog reproduction.
Yeah, so Marcel, I also do the, sweet potatoes.
Well, we have kept it
Back on topic here.
So what's everybody like? Okay, top two holiday Thanksgiving dessert, because I'm gonna say that Thanksgiving desserts and Christmas desserts are totally different.
Yep.
Are they totally different, or do y'all have like a
Cranberry
traditional
pie.
holiday thing?
Cranberry is so good. Pie.
Yes.
All right. So
Thanksgiving.
top two. Okay.
Pie.
Everybody on the panel, top two Thanksgiving desserts. I'm gonna start and say pecan pie for sure, and pumpkin pie for sure. Gotta have one. Gotta do it.
Lemon meringue pie and key lime.
Oh,
I
yes.
like it.
You like? Yeah, very good.
Gotta have the lemon meringue. That's actually one of my mom's favorite pie.
Oh, that was my grandma's favorite. And she could cook one. Oh my God.
It's not a family favorite, so I don't make it because it won't get eaten because I can't eat it all.
I'll say, go ahead, Mary.
No, go. I was just.
Go. I saw you ready to rock and roll.
No, I was fixing my hair.
That looks like you're rock and roll.
Just calm her down. You go.
Help me out, Butch. Here, help me out, pal.
You know that
I'm helping you with nothing.
All right, Chad, go. Your two favorite Thanksgiving desserts.
Potato casserole. Mom would do like homemade sweet potatoes, cinnamon, marshmallows, all that good stuff. Loved it.
Love it.
And then it's not sweet, but I would eat it for dessert for some odd reason. Is the green bean casserole?
There you go.
For some reason,
that's called going back for
seconds. It's a special holiday thing.
I would always go back and eat green bean casserole. Like I would eat like my turkey, my stuffing, my whatever, and then I'd always go back and get a whole nother plate of sweet potato casserole and green bean casserole.
But that's a special holiday dish to you. You went back to get.
And I would mix them together. Oh, so good.
See, this is how we differ.
My grandmama used to make sweet potato biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I make pumpkin spice.
Sweet potato pie with marshmallows melted over the top. Oh my God, that was good.
Yeah, my mom does the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows melted all over the top. It's candy. It's dessert. Yeah. Jules, what are your top two favorite Thanksgiving desserts?
apple cranberry pie,
Ooh,
Delicious.
and pumpkin pie usually.
Gotta
Sometimes
have the
I'll throw
pumpkin
in
too.
there fudge.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll make fudge. Sometimes I'll
Hmm.
make
I love pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Gotta
banana
have fudge.
chocolate chip maraschino cherry bread. It's very good.
That sounds good.
Breadness, that's my
I
son's
like
favorite.
I like the pumpkin pie, but this is one of my jokes. If I go to the toilet and somebody says, "What are you doing in there?" I say, "Making a pumpkin pie."
Oh no.
Everybody gets a kick out of that. What are you doing in there? Making a pumpkin pie? You want a slice?
Oh my goodness, you guys. Can you believe we're here? Like, I'm still like in shock that we're actually at the holidays. It just seems like, you know, I look back, what I have queued up on my page, probably for returning subscribers, is my recipe for the low carb egg roll in a bowl. And so every time I refresh my page, I go back to look at this or that, it starts up, and I start that video and I say, "Hey friends," or something like that. "I hope 2020 is treating you well so far." And I'm thinking, God, this is back in January when my kids went back to school right after the New Year break, Christmas, New Year's, and then spring break happened, and we took the kids to NASA in Houston. We went to the Space Center, and I posted that video, and everything crazy happened at that point. I remember when we were at the Space Center, and I had close friends texting me saying, "Y'all be careful. Y'all, get your hand sanitizer, wash your hands, this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Oh, we're always safe." I have a holster with hand sanitizer because I have small kids and all this. And I wasn't too concerned. I didn't, but then it just got so nuts. And then it's like, it just feels like half this year was a blank.
Yep.
And
Well-
now we're at the holidays.
Trudeau, back in August or September, wanted Canadians to come back to Canada. And we had a lease till April, so I wasn't going to just leave. So when we drove across, everything was on lockdown. It was kind of almost like Mad Max. All that was on the roads were trucks, nothing else. A lot of places were not open, and then other places were. It was creepy.
It's like that at work right now. I hate it. Like I hate at work. It's
Yeah, we're
like
actually
a ghost town.
we're going through.
like 2 or 3 in the office. Everybody else is working from home. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I have friends.
We're going through a time
Actually-
right now. It's just, I mean, it's terrible. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are scared to even go see their friends and family right now. It's
I've got both my kids home from school. I've got an 8th grader and a 2nd grader. And, I have a background in education, so I don't mind having them home. I've actually set up a room in my house, like a classroom, and, we do all the things. And I feel like we're doing okay, but I'm okay with it. But I know my son, who's in 8th grade, he's getting ready to transition into high school. He needs to be with his friends, and he needs to have those connections, and he needs to have that, so he's not rolling into high school like he's the new kid on campus. He needs to have his crew.
Right.
And
It's different. There's no senior or junior prom this year.
yeah. I
The
mean,
graduation
there's been
ceremonies
so
are
much.
basically-
All my friends who have kids that were high school seniors, I mean, they were doing the drive-by, the parades, and all this. And
I mean, how do you? There's no replacing that epic moment in a child's life or in your own life. I mean, you
Right,
have to
but are you
It's
projecting your own back? Because if it's their first time, they'll only remember it as it is.
well, we'll
Yeah.
tell you all this.
I think the older kids remember. It's the younger ones that'll probably be,
Traumatized.
My daughter's gone to important school dances, and now that's not an option. The thing they took away this year, and it's sad, is she couldn't do choir this year because there is no choir this year.
Yeah.
And she was really bummed out about that because that's like her thing. That is her thing.
Is there any sports?
Not
There are
much.
sports. I live 2 blocks from a high school, and there's football being played every Friday night, just like any other.
As long as there's no
Time.
COVID, they'll keep playing.
These sports.
COVID is the devil right now.
I think it just depends on the school.
Yeah.
I came down with that.
No, Patrick, I made that habanero, the habanero pineapple jelly. I did that like back in 2016, just at home. And my bakery business, I was running from home. I sold it, but I can post it. I can make it and post it because I'm not really selling the jellies anymore.
That'd be kind of like the black pepper jelly. I like that, or the red pepper jelly.
Yeah.
Red pepper jelly. Right?
I boiled down some fresh pineapple and then mixed in some pureed habanero and then it was real good.
Oh yeah, I bet it was. Because that's the perfect combination of sweet and hot. Just, that's like the red pepper jelly.
Mm-hmm. In my bakery business, I sold it one year. I sold it yeah.
Recipes too?
No, my jelly.
Oh, you're okay.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of the virus, about 2 months ago, I come down with it. And I got to feeling bad, and I said, oh, my Lord, I done caught it. And I know where I caught it from. And I got this little piece of land that I'm a caretaker over. It's got a 10-acre pond on it, and it's 1.5 miles off the road.
Wow.
So I said, okay, I don't wish this on nobody. So I went there and I stayed there for 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you something. That thing ain't nothing to be played with. It is terrible. I would not wish it on anybody. I had no energy. I felt like I had a handle laying on my chest. I couldn't half breathe. And I just went out there to that pond. I sit there, and after about 3 days, I come up with an idea. I went up to the liquor store and I wore a mask so I didn't hurt nobody else. And I got a bottle of 190 proof, and I set it up like a bong. You know, one tube way down in the alcohol, the other tube in the air, and I huffed on that thing. 3 days later, I felt like a new person. It worked. The alcohol vapor will kill that virus.
Well, you need to post that on Twitter.
I should have done a YouTube video on it, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And yeah, it's scary. It's definitely scary. I've got my kids.
My
got
sister.
11 days. After 11 days, I was over it.
Well, we know Warren now. He's been through it. Do y'all know anybody personally that's had it?
My sister and her husband.
My brother also
had
had it. My brother had it. He caught it worse than I did. It took him almost 3 weeks to get over it.
Julie, how's your family doing after having it?
My sister and her husband are doing okay, and incidentally, they caught it as they were in the process of moving, so that made things pretty difficult for them. But she says they're better now, but they were pretty sick there for a while.
Like I said, I don't wish that on nobody.
No, I wouldn't wish it on anybody either. Yeah. It's definitely scary stuff, and nobody. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about anything anymore. Like the simplest of things has me like planning, like I need a strategy to go places.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you for having me. I've got to jump off a little bit. you so much for having me.
Oh,
Take
guys, I'm
care.
probably
See you later.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
you guys.
Take it easy.
Thank you for coming
Yeah.
on, Chad. I appreciate you so
Hey.
much. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
But guys, I'm probably going to go ahead and shut this down too. I can't believe we've been on here 2 hours. I've had so much fun. And I appreciate
Wow,
everyone.
it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You just reminded me to look at the time. Mercy. 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's after 3 here.
Oh my gosh, Mary Butch, thank y'all so much.
No
Just
worries.
tomorrow,
Jules, I
Sunday.
know it's late where
We
you
can
are
all
too.
sleep in.
We're gonna say good night though. Take
Have
care.
a good night, guys. I
Good night,
appreciate
Mary
you
and
so
Butch.
much.
Night.
See you later, friends. Hit me up again sometime. I'll come up again.
We'd love to have you, Warren. I'd love to have you.
Hey, next time I'll
Subscribe
play a
and get
little
her alerts.
harmonica
There you
for
go.
you. That's what I do.
Thanks, Warren.
Bye.
Thanks, Jules. Love
You're
y'all.
welcome. Night, y'all. Thanks, chat.
Take care,
Hit that
everybody.
thumbs up on your way out if you haven't done it.
Thank you.
Love y'all.